Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Good vibes make it say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Me and you, we're biracial.
We are.
We're mixed.
We are.
We're half and half.
Half and half.
We're a bunch of mulattoes.
Mulattoes, yeah. Mixed breeds.
Mixed breeds. We're a bunch of
Mutts.
We're mutts. We're a bunch of Doja Cat, Drake, J. Cole, Joyner Lucas, Logic looking motherfuckers. Not so much Logic, I guess.
You know, sorry, pause. The way that you just like presented that reminds me a lot of Benny from the Dave episode.
Somebody lay me down, pour buttermilk all over me, dust me in a light dusting of cornflakes, front flip me into a deep fryer, spit on my asshole, flip me back around, shove wasabi up my dick hole, put fucking sashimi all over me, light me on fire, gently blow me off, and lick down like my body's a maze till you get to the bottom, right about there, and I want you to suck me.
Benny Blanco, yeah. I know you're talking about.
Just the way that you like said it, I was like, that sounds so much like. I was just like waiting for you to start saying some crazy ass shit. Things that don't make any sense.
Well, that's us. That's us.
That's true.
Our biological.
What things
parents,
that don't make sense?
Yeah.
Oh.
Our biological parents happen to be one solid color, different. They got down, and they made us brown.
Oh, wow. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head.
Woo, 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 woo. So have you heard that stupid-ass argument? It's mixed black?
Yeah.
It's mixed black? Oh, I forgot Obama in that, too.
You're not black. You're not black enough.
Obama-looking motherfuckers, too. So, yeah, we've heard the we're not black enough. From both sides, by the way. I've heard white people tell me I'm not black enough. Thank you.
Same.
Thank you,
Yeah.
a white man, for telling me how black I am. Thank you, a black guy or black woman for telling me how black I am, or white.
I'm not.
Or white. You know how ridiculous this conversation is, by the way. Society labels actions to be an ethnic thing. So
they connect it to the race.
They connect it to the race. And education happens to be white for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And ignorance happens to be black. There's no need to be proud of that fucking stereotype. Break that shit. And I'm proud of every black person that does. Mm-hmm. Fuck anyone that wants to keep it that way.
Go learn.
Don't be proud of any ignorance. Don't
use your right to an education.
Don't let
teaching I say about that today.
Exactly. Don't let stupid pop culture dictate how you should act and what you should be like. I do want to make that point though. It has been a struggle a lot in my life. One time I'll start from the beginning. It's a struggle for parents. Now you have a different struggle, which is still a struggle. Both of your adopted parents are white.
Yep.
But of course, that still brings out looks when you obviously are a different skin tone than.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being young and like walking through like Walmart or something and like people. I remember specifically like this white guy like just like giving us like a weird look or whatever. Like I was like with the two of them and it was just like, I think I asked my mom like, like what was that about? Like
she already probably knew.
And she was just like, some people just don't get it.
People just don't get it.
But yeah, no, it's weird.
Be thankful it's not the other way around. I've talked about multiple times on this channel. I would love to do a series where black people adopt a white kid, and you get the looks from the white parents with the black child, but boy, they would call the police if it's black parents and a white child. Did you kidnap that baby?
When I was talking to Victoria, one of my friends the other day, she was like, "Oh, you guys would have really cute kids or whatever. They'd be so cute." And she's like, "What would be crazy is if they came out white."
Who, me and you?
Yeah.
That would be funny.
And she was like, "That would be the funniest thing ever." If you guys had a white baby.
I would love.
And I was like, they probably will be lighter than both of us. I would
love both of us to have a white and a black baby.
Then we'll have an Asian one. We'll just have all the races.
Exactly. Nah, if you have an Asian child, this joke ain't funny anymore. No.
We'll adopt.
We'll
just like adopt.
I forgave
each
the
race.
white and the black, but there's an Asian baby.
Well,
Nate, damn it.
Stop it. We will. We'll just like
Chung-Chi, damn it.
We'll adopt like random races.
Oh yeah.
So everybody can just give us weird
Everybody
looks all
will call
the
the
time.
cops. God dang.
We stole all of them.
Y'all went to the United Nations and just had a fucking picnic. Y'all went to a buffet.
I wanted
and
that
just,
one and that one and that one.
Oh, that one looks fine.
You're coming home with me, and you're coming home with me.
All of them with
You
their,
have a home now, and you.
all of them with their different language saying mama and daddy.
We're not gonna
so
know how to
funny.
communicate.
Hell no.
We're not gonna know what they're saying.
Gotta call Angelina Jolie to figure out how to parent these kids.
With all her black babies.
She got some Asian ones too, I believe. Black and Asian, maybe even Indian.
I think don't they have a white one
They-
of their own?
Maybe. I don't know. But
I don't know.
back
Hard to keep up.
Back to
what we're
the stuff
saying.
at hand though. Like I had a little bit. I didn't have that much of a struggle because my father passed away when I was 8 years old. But I do remember getting looks too, living in the South too.
I think it's also you get more looks when your mom is black and your dad is white because
Oh, yeah,
it's just
that's-
not as common.
Yeah,
You just don't see it as much.
I'm glad you mentioned
yeah.
that. My mother is the black one. My father was the white one. So usually, majority of them, and like her situation, the father is the black one and the mother is the white one. Mine was a rare occasion because these guys are from up north. So up in the South, it's mostly the other way around.
Yeah.
But yeah, growing up, from the little time I had with my father, yes, there was a couple looks, especially more when I was with my father, more so than my mom. The mom just looked like a light-skinned kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got more of the personal stuff, I guess, from when I was older. You're acting white. You're not black enough from both sides. What's interesting though, when the public opinion brings that shit up, but then you go to the real world when they're bringing in statistics and they're bringing in their logs and stuff like that. The FCAT, which is one of those things that you have to take in school to pass. Standardized test, yeah. Now I think that they do have a check multiple, but at the time you only had to choose one.
Or it was other.
Or other, yeah.
Yeah, I always chose other. Never a thing.
I've chose other, and then they erased it and put black.
Who?
True story. Yeah.
Who?
I think middle school. I think that happened in middle
Like
school.
a teacher?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do that.
I didn't witness her do it, but I remember getting the test back and it said black. Like, when you do it and then it comes back, it's like already printed and all that shit. It said black on it. Interesting.
They're not
huh?
allowed to do that.
It happened.
They're not allowed to like touch like anything on the test.
Interesting enough, it happened. Also, I did a little bit of time in jail. I'm proud of my couple hours. I got a DUI one time, and I was drunk, so I was, I was joking, because a lot of people, when they ask me my race back in the day, I'm proud to say I'm mixed. I'll say I'm black and white, but like I used to just more so identify with black. I kind of still identify with black because I was raised by my black mother and I was raised by my black family. I know my black family more, and I understand the black stroke. I get it. So I identify more as black, but I'm proud to say I'm mixed. I love my father. I'm not gonna deny who he was. But I made this, like, I've been putting black on my papers for years. When I'm in jail, they ask you this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna say white. Maybe I'll get out tomorrow. I did get out the next day, but I looked in the county.
Those are relevant.
They still put down black. They still put down black. So it's
In
very
the paper?
no,
Or in the
like
record?
in the record. They
Oh,
still put
I
down
thought
black.
you said-
I literally said I was mixed, but I will say white. They put down black.
Damn. What if you weren't even mixed with black? Did you say that you were mixed black and white?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I said
Never mind.
I'll go with white today because I
Oh.
told him, I was like, I always say black, but I'll go with white today. Let's see what happens.
And they said, nah.
And they put black. They didn't even put mixed. They put black. So it's interesting, Society has this look about what black and white is supposed to be, but when it comes down to paperwork or technicality, a lot of us, including us, that are proud to be mixed, and we'll tell anybody that we're mixed, they'll just label us black. It's interesting. I've noticed that. And that's why I think this conversation is mixed black, or, are you black? And it's stupid as fuck. You know what? Because if you ask a cop, You black. Some of them, you gonna fit a stereotype of black.
Yeah.
Regardless, I hate the fact that there's colorism in any community. Like, it's not even just black community, but like, if your mother and father are black, then just, not that we can relate to that, but if our mother and fathers are black, and one happens to be, I happen to be light skinned, and I have a sister or something that has to be dark skinned, what is the issue? Well, why is there a fight? Why is there colorism? And I understand I have some white audience that doesn't understand what I'm talking about right now, but there is colorism in the black community.
Yeah, there really is.
Which it blows my fucking mind, because there's some people looking at it like you guys are all monkeys. I don't understand, and it happens in the Spanish community as well. There's dark-skinned Hispanics, and there's some light-skinned Hispanics, there's some white-looking Hispanics. There's some of them that have their different thoughts about you due to your color.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It is, and I don't know, I don't really understand, I can understand, I guess, to an extent, why there is that kind of colorism within the black community, just because even though, yes, people are gonna look at us and still be like, well, you're black, whatever, at the end of the day, they look more black. Mm-hmm. And some of them technically are more black, they're 100%, but they still get treated differently. There are still privileges based on that color, so I can kind of understand why they might feel the way that they do. Not that it's right.
So yeah, that's a different thing, but I understand what you're saying though. I can understand balling up anger from how others treated you. Nas once said, the darker you are in this country, the more you have to work. Yeah. And there is light skin privilege. I'll admit that for a second. I could tell you right now, not just us, but I have other light skinned friends. People will probably approach us before they would approach Akon looking motherfuckers. I get it. I get that too. And it does suck that is how it is. I get it. But that is an issue. That is a racist issue right there. That is an issue with other people. Now,
and it just kind of trickles in.
Yeah, and I feel like
which isn't fair.
Light skinned people should stand up. Sometimes if they see that shit.
Yeah.
These are
it's still your race. It's still your culture. It's it still
see
does belong to you.
Yeah, if you see that shit, say something for real.
On Instagram, I see all the time. I follow a bunch of curly hair girls and stuff like that, and it's it's sad the way that some of the girls, I follow people of all hair textures, but I tend to follow the ones that are more along the side of what my hair texture is, because obviously I want to know more about my hair texture and how to take care of it versus another, because it doesn't pertain to me.
Right.
But a lot of those girls they get a lot of flack and a lot of hate, and just a lot of other black women being really mean and rude and disrespectful to them.
So stupid.
Because they're if your hair isn't curly when it's wet, your hair is not curly. Or you're not, which is essentially saying you're less than. You're not black. And it's so really, stupid. Really frustrating. I still have my challenges with having to deal with my hair that other people don't have to deal with. And that's a huge part of your identity.
Yeah.
As a black and as a mixed woman, especially. It's a part of any woman's identity.
Yeah.
But with it being so unique and different and special in the way that they've found ways to care for it, and just all the things that they do. Mm-hmm. And it's really, really frustrating to have people tell you just discrediting the fact that you are black, and your texture just come from the fact that you are black, whether it's 100% or not.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting. I can't relate to that, but I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. One funny thing too, speaking of what I was saying about claiming black, or just what people perceive you as. Obama looks our skin color.
Yeah.
People were quick to claim this guy as the first black president. Even him, he could, you know. It's just like,
I mean,
you know
he
what?
is.
He is the first black president, you know, but he's mixed. He's got a white mother with a black father. I think that we just wanted to be in the White House so bad. We're like, we'll take it. Fuck it. You know? You know
It's
what?
closest we're ever gonna get.
He's black. You know,
Yeah.
some people don't look at him like that. Majority of people like, you know, he's a black president. He represents us. Very intelligent man.
Yeah.
Well put together. And you know what? I feel like, and I'm thankful for him because I feel like he put a new president, not presidents, on what we could be. You know, I feel like the bar was always basketball and hip hop, and you know, he's like, no, we could lead, we could do shit,
He's like putting him on the map.
regardless of what you feel about his politics or not. And like, that's how I view him. Like, you know, I know he did some shitty shit. You know, he's a politician. He's not perfect, but like, I just like that he opened that door for other greats. And he wasn't as dark as Martin Luther King. He wasn't as dark as Nelson Mandela. It wasn't as dark as Malcolm X. But he was black and white. And you know what? I'm proud of being black and white. I feel like it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we keep doing each other, which it looks like people are, they are going to be purple and green and yellow. And we're going to have... And you're going to be losing your race, black people and white people, because we're all going to be mixed up. And that's great.
Yeah.
Screw it. Why not? Screw it. Find you somebody of a different race and put your dick in it. Or... Consensually.
I mean, and-
Consensually.
Like, I think it's also, like, we're saying, like, it's important to just, like, find who you are and be who you are and not feel like you need to fit
In a box.
in a box
Yeah.
that says you're black, you're white. You know, like,
Shouldn't.
you really should just, like, be who you are.
Absolutely.
Because it's really, really frustrating to hear, like, I remember, like, someone saying something and it made me upset, and I, like, responded back to them, and they said something of, like, this was a white person, and they said something along the lines of, like, oh, like, your ghetto's coming out, or something like that, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Like, and I was just like...
Because it's genetically in you.
Yeah, I was just like, are you f***ing kidding me? Like...
Well, I've had multiple
How
times.
could you
I
even?
feel like I have to conduct myself a certain way, like, because I don't want reactions like that.
Yeah, and it's sad that it has to be that way. Like, oh, white people can get mad all they want. They can open the doors on the airplane and try and kill everybody
Exactly.
inside. But the moment that I'm, like,
The moment that
slightly
you
raise my voice and tell you,
cross
like,
that
you
line
know
with
what,
me.
shut the fuck up. Like,
You're
you
getting
crossed
ghetto.
a line.
You're getting ratchet. No, I'm getting angry, and you pissed me the fuck off.
And I have every right to be angry.
Exactly.
You know, like, okay, people can be out here killing people, and
Yeah.
I'm just, like, slightly mad, and that's, like, worse. It's
That's
ridiculous.
facts. That's
yeah,
facts.
yeah.
So I understand this is a conversation that some might not relate to, because I understand that us being mixed, I have a lot of followers that are white and I have a lot of followers that are black, you know,
And everything else.
and everything else. I don't know of my mixed ratio, but I feel like this was a great conversation to have, because I wanted to get that off my chest, because I'm tired of these conversations of identity of race or colorism and shit like that. At the end of the day, you know, it's taboo to say we are humans and we all bleed. You know, it's a very taboo thing to say. It's a very stereotypical thing to say, but it's true. It is true. But at the end of the day, we are all different. We are not all the same. So we're the same, but we're different. We got to embrace our difference, but at the same time, remember we're all under the same umbrella. And let's not
We're all on the
lose
same
that.
team.
We're all on the same team. Unless
Everyone
you're a fucking
has
Nazi,
different powers.
then you're not on my team. You can get the hell out.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys think of this conversation? I'm very interested from both sides. Let us know what you think. Do you have a certain expectation of what a race should be? Do you have a certain mindset of, you know, the stereotypics, or do you think it's fair assessment for people to question what a mixed person is? I think the logical answer is black and white, but you know, it's still debated for some reason. Let us
do
know
you
in the
mean?
comments. Huh?
What?
A mixed person is, you know, that what we've been talking about is mixed black.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think? I think that the logical answer is black and white, or you know, whatever they're mixed with. But you know, identity at the end of the day, or what somebody perceives you as, also can come into play as well. So
Yeah.
let's not forget that. Well, no matter what you feel about yourself, people do see you in different lanes at times.
Yeah.
So much love, peace, and chicken grease.
Help keep the street. This guy's my dad's YouTube channel. Love, peace, and chicken grease.